Hey, what it do, baby? This is Mufasas Taquitos. I made this video to show new players and current players, each character, their abilities, and how they can be useful in solos or a team comp. Now I know that solos is over, but they're probably going to bring it back because it was a hit. Now granted, any character can get you a solo win or a team comp win, but some characters are better than others. So I hope you enjoy this video. Like, share. If you know anybody new to the game, go ahead and show them this video if you think it was good enough, which I hope it is, and go out there and kill them. First up, Bloodhound, with Tracker, Eye of the Allfather, and Beast of the Hunt. His passive, which is Tracker, lets you track footsteps for up to a minute if left by an enemy. All you gotta do is follow those little red diamonds on the bottom. It tells you the time. It'll tell you 15 seconds ago, 20 seconds ago, whatever it is, and lets you know exactly where someone went. Of course, it can get confusing sometimes if they shuffle, but they're very useful. His second ability is his tactical, Eye of the Allfather, which is a scan. Lets you scan for enemies behind walls, traps, whether they're from Caustic or Watson. All of them are temporarily highlighted for you and your enemies to see. So definitely useful before barging into a room where you know that an enemy is because you followed those footsteps, or you just saw them running. Now his ultimate, Beast of the Hunt. Now I don't always use Bloodhound, but I love his abilities, especially this one. It enhances all of your abilities, you get an increased movement speed, your tracking is a lot more consistent, and you get this infrared, just like a digital threat. You can see through smoke, whether from Bangalore or Caustic. Definitely useful, like right here. Bangalore tried to get away. Ooh, you almost had it. You gotta be a little bit quicker than that. Now Bloodhound is useful both in solos and in a team comp. His abilities help out his teammates to track out where the enemies are, or when you're by yourself in solos. He's one of my favorite characters in the game, even though I don't play him that much, but I want him on my team. Up next, we got Gibraltar, gun shield, dome of protection, and defensive bombardment. Now, I personally cannot use him that well at all, but for those who can, he definitely helps in a team comp. He and Caustic did get this update where they got a passive called Fortified, which is increased bullet damage and you're not slowed by bullets. They added this Fortified mainly because they had a larger hitbox than some of the other characters. Now his passive is Gun Shield, which is whenever you're aiming down sights, you get a little gun shield as extra protection. If you have it, it's useful. If you're facing him, it's annoying. I've had to face a couple of Gibraltars and lost a match just because of that gun shield. It gave him the extra protection. I couldn't hit him where I wanted to. In the end, he hit me more times than I hit him. And of course it does wear off if you hit it enough times, but those couple seconds, if you have a Gibraltar who's hitting every shot, oh, it's game over. And now his tactical, Dome of Protection. You throw a dome shield for 10 seconds to protect you and your teammates from incoming fire, grenades, or it could be a defensive bombardment, or it could be Bangalore's airstrike. As you see here, I dropped it to cover myself to get this drop because I knew there was a whole team in the next building.
Now onto his ultimate, Defensive Bombardment. It's pretty much an airstrike like Bangalore's, except it explodes on impact. Now this can be used either offensively or defensively. But the common practice is if your teammate goes down, you drop the ultimate on yourself and then a dome shield. That way it keeps people from trying to run up to you and shooting you from a distance.
He's definitely more team comp for me.
Next is my girl Lifeline. She's got Combat Medic, DOC Heal Drone, and Care Package. Now she also has Low Profile, which is a smaller hitbox, but instead they also increase her damage by 5%. Now her passive, Combat Medic. This does is Lifeline gets to heal teammates that are down faster than the other legends, all while having a shield in front of her. She also uses healing items 25% faster than the other legends.
Very good. We finish off the whole squad.
Space.
I've got you. Shields up.
Now her tactical, the DOC Heal Drone. DOC stands for Drone of Compassion. What this does is she drops a healing drone, and anyone that's nearby it will eventually get healed over time. This is definitely useful, especially after a team fight, or maybe even after running away from the ring and you've got hurt, you've got no meds, or you just don't want to use them yet. Or you can use the healing drone and your meds together just to speed up the healing process and get back into the fight. And her ultimate, the Care Package. What Lifeline does is she drops a care package for her and her teammates, or for someone else in the map to go ahead and steal. Now you won't get anything crazy like a Mastiff or a Kraber or an L-Star, but you could look out to get some purple armor, maybe a turbocharger, a skull piercer, a knockdown shield, 2 knockdown shields, and some shield cells, med packs. Just stuff that'll get you by, help you survive, or other times things you can't use at all. Now it's still useful to have, especially when you have no luck in finding a shield, but every so often you find some ultimate accelerants, you get some drops real quick, and you just happen to be lucky enough to get that purple shield. Now the downside is, if someone can tell the difference between a game drop or a Lifeline drop, and they're aggressive, they will push you. I'm one of those types where if I see a drop and I know it's a Lifeline, I'm gunning for you because you're probably going to be right there. But you could also use it as bait. Now this makes Lifeline very useful for either solos or a team comp, mainly because she can heal your teammates, she has her own drops, you know, she can heal herself in solos if she can't find any med kits. Now she doesn't have any aggressive abilities like Bloodhound or Gibraltar, but she can sustain for a while.
Subject spotted. Enemy spotted. Spotted a subject over there. Gas trap.
Next we got Pathfinder, who's got Insider Knowledge, Grappling-Hook, and Zipline. Now his character passive, Insider Knowledge, means he can scan a survey beacon around the map to show you and your teammates where the next circle is going to be. It'll show up highlighted in green within the circle that you're currently in right now. It's awesome to get that advantage of knowing where to go before any other team does. Now his tactical ability is Grappling-Hook. What this does is he has an ability to grab onto anything, whether it's a floor, wall, tower, and you pull yourself towards it. This is definitely useful as an escape or just trying to get somewhere fast enough. This is also useful to get to higher parts of the map that other legends can't climb to. Now his next ability is a zipline gun. This creates a zipline from point A to point B at a certain range that anybody can use. This is useful because it's a lot faster than running, and it helps you and your teammates get to certain spots. Let's say you, as Pathfinder, can get to a higher part of the map. Now with the zipline, you can get the rest of your teammates there. Now Pathfinder is useful in both a team comp and solos. Why? The mobility he provides. Now he's already got the smaller hitbox. Now imagine a dude that's just ziplining around, grapple hooks up and down. Makes it more difficult to hit. He's useful in all situations. I need to get somewhere quick, I'm gonna get there. All my teammates need help? Here's an escape zipline. Or, here's a zipline for me to get to you. The speed demon, Octane, who's got Swiftman, Stim, and Launchpad. Now his first ability, his passive, Swiftman. While you're not taking damage, Octane regenerates his health. This is really useful because it makes med packs and syringes less necessary for him. Granted, that's if you can get the time to hide for a little while. Now it doesn't increase significantly faster, but it still regenerates. So let's say you were just running from the ring, just finished a team fight, just stand around for a minute, hide, watch your health regenerate, and then get back into the fight.
What a bitch.
Oh my goodness. Yes,
Got
I
her
know.
so low too.
You did. Oh god. I'm gonna go for their stuff.
And his tactical, Stim. inject yourself with some kind of adrenaline or something. You move 30% faster for 6 seconds, and you're immune to slows. You know what that means. Gibraltar ult? Oh, stim, run, go, bye. Now although it is very useful as an escape, or useful to get away from the ring, but it's also useful to get to your opponent. A lot of times people pop it when they want to run away, but they don't think about, oh, I'm going to be harder to hit if I run too fast. So what I like to do is pop it, get into a fight, keep moving left and right, and let's see who gets who first. You, while you're aiming down, having less mobility, or me, hip firing with a little more agility.
Be careful, be careful. Get over here. Got 15 seconds. Mufasa, where you at?
I had to run away the other way.
Taking a moment to breathe.
Hey, wait, I got my thing here.
And of course, the ultimate. His Launchpad. It's pretty much a deployable pad, just throw on the ground, and just launches you in the air. This is a good little escape tactic because you're running straight, someone's aiming at you, shooting, throw it down on the ground, throw yourself up in the air, they don't expect it. You get away. Or, pop it next to a building, go up the launch pad, land on top, and now you have the height advantage. You've already seen me use it once before to try to get away, but why not see it one more time in a very crucial situation? Let's say someone throws a thermite grenade. You need to get through. So what are you gonna do? Put the launch pad, jump over it, and it's bye, Felicia. Now yes, Octane is more of a solo player. His only ability that helps his teammates is the launch pad. But he can be used in a team comp because you can use him to flank. Be the person to jump over a building, jump around, run around real quick, and just pew 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 pew. Get him, killer. Up next, the one you hate to see, but love to be, Wraith. She's got Voices from the Void, Into the Void, and Dimensional Rip. She also has that low profile passive that Pathfinder and Lifeline have. Now her character passive, Voices from the Void, lets you hear if there's danger anywhere nearby. Now let's say you walk by a trap. The voice will tell you that there is a trap. If someone's aiming at you, the voice will tell you that someone's aiming at you. And you can always notify your teammates by pushing on the D-pad. Now her tactical, Into the Void. What it does is she goes through a rift where she doesn't take damage. Now I just showed you the rift while I was talking about her passive. Now this is definitely a get out or get in tactic. Definitely more useful to get out unless you're just that confident, which is good. Because what you could do, sneak in on them. Now the only problem is, you leave a blue trail behind you. Not too long of one, might not be too noticeable, but if you're someone who's attentive enough, you will see it. But like I said, you don't take damage. You stay in the ring, pop your rift, go into the void. Now you don't take damage, and you're getting a rift for your teammate. Or one for you to trick to your opponent. Now of course, last but not least, the ultimate, Dimensional Rip. It's a two-way portal pretty much that anybody could take. Very useful for an escape, or to get your teammates to hurry up and get to you, because you do get an agility boost when you're popping your Rift. And you can also use it as bait. What people like to do, pop a Rift, put a Watson fence around it, or a Caustic tank. So that way, your enemy goes through the portal, and pts, or electrifying fences, and now you're notified where they are. Wraith is definitely useful for solos or team comp. She helps you get places, she can escape. Bangalore. Double time is her passive, smoke launcher is tactical, and rolling thunder is her ultimate. Now what double time does, if you're taking fire and you start sprinting, you get an increased boost of speed. As you'll see right here. Boom, I'm gone. Trying to avoid that fight sometimes, or you just want to move around the player real quick. Bangalore smoke launcher. She gets 2 of them, and they're great for distorting your enemy's vision. Teammate goes down, pop a smoke, now you get a chance to heal. They can only see if it's a Bloodhound with his ult going, or they got a digital threat. The Rolling Thunder ultimate. Like I said, it was similar to Gibraltar's, but hers has a delay. Hits the ground, pauses for a second, and let the fireworks begin. Definitely a scary tactic. She is more aggressive, can be used for solos, and great for team comp. Now, I would prefer her in a team comp because of the smoke, but hey, to each their own. The man who embraces death, Caustic. Now, he does have the passive fortified, just like Gibraltar. He also has Nox vision, Nox gas trap, and Nox gas grenade. Now, his passive, Nox vision, lets you see enemies through his gas. They actually get highlighted. You're also not affected by your own Nox gas or any other caustics. This definitely helps you when facing other caustics, because your teammates won't be able to go through, but you can take the charge. You can even stop their teammates with your own Nox gas. Now is tactical. The Nox gas trap. You get 6 containers to place anywhere on the map. They're activated in 2 different ways. 1, if an enemy is within proximity, or 2, if it's shot by you or the enemy. Now they can be disabled though if the enemy shoots the bottom of the tank. That's a safety precaution for them. But if you put it in a good spot, around a corner, behind a door, they don't expect it, take that tick damage and be slowed. Oh, and you're also partially blind, and you get the advantage because you can see them. Use it wisely.
See him right here. I hit him. He has like bigger health left.
Oh, he's
my
so
gosh,
hurt.
I did so many times. People aiming someone here.
Knocked one down.
Subject down.
Now this noxious ultimate, the Nox gas grenade. Just like any other grenade, except instead of being an arc star or thermite grenade, it releases a noxious cloud. Now you can either throw this at someone, or throw it at yourself as a defense mechanism. Blind everybody but you. Now the only person that won't get hurt is another Caustic, of course, because he's got that gas mask. As you see here, I throw it at someone who's shooting at me and my teammates. I'm gonna throw it at one side, grenade at the other. Now he's trapped in between. Now you don't want to get stuck in this grenade. It hurts. It's annoying. You're blind. You're slowed. And you're taking that damage. So avoid it.
Got him. Getting shot.
Now Caustic is a very aggressive defensive character, because you can use him offensively as well. Now you can always hold the building down with those Nox tanks, and of course attack people with that grenade. He would be good in solos. He runs a little bit slow. He's got a bigger hitbox. But if you get to a spot, hold it down. Oh, he's annoying, because the only thing you're gonna get hurt by are bullets and grenades. But another Caustic, oh, it's fair game. But he's also definitely good for team comp. Hold it down for your teammates. Set up in the building. But your gas does blind your teammates, so you also gotta be careful with that.
Got him.
I'm down again.
Now the living magic trick, Mirage. He's got Encore, Psych Out, and Vanishing Act. His passive, Encore, drops a decoy as soon as you're down, for 5 seconds. So, you are invisible, try to get away, get to your teammates, lose them, zigzag, but eventually they'll find you once you come back. Do not use your knockdown shield when you're invisible. I've seen way too many people do it. It's like, dude, you just made it easy on me. I had no idea where you were. Now he does have another passive that isn't mentioned. As you see, I'm launching decoys as I jump out of the ship. I get 2 of them, so you can use it to make people think another team is going there. So as you'll see from this clip, my teammate was Mirage. He gets knocked down, launch a decoy. That guy fell for him. And now, he's trying to kill him. As he was distracted by the decoy, I got the kill. You see, my teammate's invisible. I saw his red marker, but I can't see him until he's finally visible again. Psych Out. You send out a decoy that runs in the direction you pointed at. Now if you're crouched, he'll crawl. And I have seen someone slide and send out the decoy, and the decoy also slid. That was pretty cool. Use that to trick people. You can find out if they're there. If they shoot at it, oh, well, now you know where they're at. But they also know you're there, but they won't know where. As you see here, I'm waiting for the person to come out. I know he's there. Now let me find out when. So I launch my decoy, and I wait for him to shoot at it. You see, he shot at it, wasted some ammo on his clip. Now I have the advantage. Oh, sorry buddy, you got bamboozled. Now his ultimate, the Vanishing Act. Here, Mirage launches a team of decoys that go in multiple directions and makes him invisible for a short period of time. Now with this, as you're invisible, you can't shoot, heal, or do anything. But it's a good escape tactic and a great flanking tactic, especially if your teammates are in trouble. Now Mirage is a more difficult character to use, especially with being a more attack-based legend with no attack abilities like Wraith or Bloodhound. But you can use them to expose the other teams. I mean, you'll know where they're firing from. He definitely is more of a solo player because he doesn't have any escapes like Wraith, doesn't have a scan like Bloodhound, no healing drone, no shields. The only thing I would say for a team comp he would do is expose where other teams are, and then try to flank if he's invisible. And here we have the electrifying Watson, the newest character in the game. She's got Sparky Genius, perimeter security, and Interception Pylon. Now her Sparky Genius passive means that an ultimate accelerant fully builds her ult, which comes in clutch. Especially if someone shoots down your pylon, get the ultimate accelerant, you got another one. Now in addition to her passive, whenever she's next to a pylon, her tactical regenerates significantly faster. That we can just keep popping these fences everywhere, which introduces you to her tactical perimeter security. You pop fences that slow and damage enemies. Now a lot of people think it damages a lot, but it's more so for the movement speed. That's where you really slow enemies down. And it's a scare tactic. Now just like Caustic's Nox tank, if someone triggers a fence, you get notified, and so does your team. And it'll highlight on the map. That way you know, oh, they just went through my fence. Well, let's go get them. Now her ultimate, the Interception Pylon. You drop this electrical pylon that stops airstrikes, grenades, and regenerates your shield. This is great, especially when you hear a Bangalore or Gibraltar. You hear that airstrike coming in, drop it, and you just see it zap it all out of the sky. It's beautiful, baby. It's like fireworks. Now, it doesn't regenerate your shield significantly fast, but it does help. Now Watson, definitely a team comp player. I have won in solos with her, but she's definitely way more team comp. And she's definitely an end game character. Mainly because she's got the pylon, she's got the fences, so she needs that smaller perimeter to secure. What I do like about her though, is because her abilities are not attack based at all, I have to depend on myself, my ability to shoot. But to each their own. Everyone else comes in clutch. And so does she in those sticky situations. Pop that pylon inside of a room. They throw grenades just like they did right there. Zap. So you definitely want to go ahead and play around, find which character you like using. I've seen multiple people change their mains. I went from Lifeline to Pathfinder to Watson, and now I love using all three, just depending on my team comp. Some characters, of course, are more aggressive, some characters more defensive. What's your play type? Do you want to rush in, have a quick escape? Do you just want to stack that building with tanks and just watch your enemies suffocate? Remember, you're playing this to have fun. Find a character you're gonna have fun with. It makes everything more awesome. You should see what I do with Pathfinder. I run around like Spider-Man, ziplining and grappling everywhere. It's great.
I still have 30 seconds until the ring closes.
Well, that brings the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I taught you enough. If you have any more questions, just go ahead and hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all Mufasas Taquitos. Follow me on Twitch. I mostly stream there. I will also have all my information at the bottom of this video. Go ahead, please like, share, especially for your friends who are brand new to the game and don't know exactly what's going on. I hope this video was useful. Go ahead and let me know what you think. If you have any other ideas, if you have any suggestions on what I should do, just hit me up on my line. And enjoy this Watson solo win.
Recharging my shields.
Chick-a-chick!
My long closes in 30 seconds. Healing my wounds. inside the ring. Feels good. So far, no more storms. Just popping up my shields.
Round 6. Beginning ring countdown.
I still have 30 seconds until the ring closes. Incoming!